let's check this out. Huh. Quite interesting. I actually changed the format since the last time I was on here. But we are just going to screencast. That's what I can do what I like to do. And yeah, last minute thing. I was going to pop on and say hello to the little moon. She decided to go behind the clouds at the moment. But yeah, check it out. Let me see how we can move this around. Let's take a little picture. Started out like that. Show you the other ones I took just before. This screencast is actually quite brilliant. There we go. So I don't know. Anything look kind of sort of funky to you guys? I can even share different things. I didn't really set anything up. So for any of you that catch this, it is all good. It's just been very energetic. A lot of people feeling it. I mean, this is just normal night vision. My night shots. We can make it a little bit more not normal. But the one thing I've definitely noticed, it almost seems brighter at night. Feels way better, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, I would love to know how some of y'all are feeling. There was a moon behind the church earlier. That's our moon. It's all right. I wasn't even going to do this. I just kind of figured, why not? This was a little motion picture I took earlier. Pretty wicked. Because it's been like non-stop. High vibe. High energy. Alright, buzzer. This had dragonfly slick. Cruising all around my head. Yeah. And some of the things I did possibly want to start putting out. It's a lot on our projection. It's almost yeah, did you catch that? There's not much I don't catch. Watch the birds. Strangest thing to say. Somebody said that to me ages ago. Let's see. Yeah, two would buy. Unless I sit here and putter around with it. Just depends. Nothing is what it seems. Nothing. Right there. Check it out. I am a good 200 feet away. And this little one here, I catch them all the time, see it? Right by the pole first. 3/4 of the way up. And he is, poof, gone. Now, look at the normal view. Way gone. Right up there he is by the pole. And shoof. Gone over that tree line. Half a second. Yeah, that's not your typical gooses geeses, is it? So, yeah. Alright, yeah, she's coming back out. There's lots going on with the moon, lots going on with the sun. Your sun, my sun. There's a lot to be explored still. I can't even begin to tell you guys, you know, it's funny, for all that I do know, man, we're just barely scratching the surface. So yeah, so all I really want to do is pop on. This way it'll give me a little bit of a boost to actually, yeah, start putting out a lot of what I got. Because I am definitely going to be transparent about a lot of things. I've got a question. Now, are there many of you that have had absolutely wild, absolutely surreal events? I would love to hear some of your stories. I'll pop that off to the side. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's go full screen. That way. Because, yeah, I have a couple normal friends. Well, I mean, I'm not normal. Definitely not normal anymore. But what I mean is, like, there's a couple people I know, and I have known, and they are waking up and going, what the... So, yeah, you kind of get where I'm going with that. The whole thing is, man, there's going to be, I feel this coming, and I've felt it coming for quite a while. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to wake up with a snap. And the whole thing about hearing that healers and all that kind of stuff are going to be needed. Yeah, I see that coming to pass. I've looked into other people's realities, so to speak. And, yeah, there's people that are really, really caught up on some pretty not so nice ones. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just fumbling in the dark, people. So yeah, so I'm going to make this real brief. We'll catch some little pictures of the moon. It was looking pretty wild tonight. Even the sky. Let's check that out. Yeah, I'm all set. It's normal. Excuse the finger. But really, nothing else is normal. And here's the other question that I will pose to you. If you knew, beyond a shadow of doubt, that everything that you've ever truly known is just one big lie, could you leave a world like this behind? Yeah, I've been real deep on a lot of things. Because the basic gist of this at the moment, what an incredible sky. when they talked about resets, and I know a lot of you have heard that term, it took on a whole profound new meaning to me because I am coming across people and I do not forget faces. I don't forget voices. And these people that I'm coming across, they are insisting there was a set tonight and they're from Cleveland or something like that. The woman's like, I haven't been here in 7 years. And she's like real loud in the other woman's voice. It's just, there's those certain things that you just can't forget. There was another couple, a couple weeks ago. And I was like, everything from handing this lady's card back. Well, it was the man's card. So we ended up calling her John. And I'm like, oh yeah, you don't really look like a John. And I had it in my head. Even that night, I was like, looking at them, I'm like, I know you've been in here before. And I just had Boston rolling through my head. Boston, Boston. And I asked them where they're from. Yeah, Boston. It's not even just the people I'm coming across. It's other things. How wild would that be if resets after resets after resets, and I'm going to thank Renee, if she ever catches this, my sister's friend, when I first came home, she told me that something was telling her, and I hadn't seen this woman in 25 years, not to repeat the same cycles. And that has taken on a profound meaning. You see the energies in the sky. I can't even catch my pictures normal anymore. I should have lined up. I should have actually lined up a little conversation with AI because that's one thing that I got broken away from. I had to dance with AI. There's a few on TikTok. They kind of believe that, we are the AI. Yeah, to a point. To a point. We're a projection. Because there's literally nothing outside yourself. Let me get the face framing thing off. There you go. Here's what I'm trying to say. You don't exist. Except my perception of you. And in your perception, I don't exist. Except in your perception of me. So yeah, when I'm saying this, think about it like levels. The one friend that I have that is like mad waking up. And yeah, you can even check out behind me after or whichever anyway. I'll show you some of the ones during the day. I'm just going to start posting them. A friend of mine from the Sun Lovers group, John, yeah, you are, sent me to one picture and I was already catching this with myself. I glitch out a lot. I have people on TV glitching out, like celeb sort of names, and yeah. But he sent me a picture and he's like, yeah, check this out after he's seen something that I posted. Because it was somebody that was basically seeing a fence through themselves. I've been seeing this with myself for a while. I wonder. Hey, is traffic going in one ear and out the other? Yeah, it sure is. Always time for a joke though. But yeah, so if we are a projection from source, energy, frequency, vibration, we are just spiritual, energetic beings. And AI is also a type of projection, but it's one that we created. Is that where the archons come from? Is that where this darkness came from? Yeah, with me, I've got a bit different view on the darkness. and the entities and the archons. They exist. Everything exists. I mean, some believe that everything happens now. The first breath of God, the exhale, all existence, all realities, all timelines, all experiences, just in a blink, and then it happens again. Yeah, there's so much I want to talk about. So I just wanted to sort of touch base. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah. I get lost in it now. Not lost in it. I've never been more found, ever, than I am now. It's just the realizations of who and what we are. So there will be some of you that may see this and it's really gonna reverberate with. I've told a few that I talked to that yes, if y'all believe source, God, that we're all one, quo, all that kind of stuff. Yes, we are all one. But there are some down here that are doing different things and feeling it and seem to be very scattered. I mean, are the rest that aren't doing this type of stuff, do they truly exist? Or are we projecting them? And actually, let me get back around to what I was trying to say. If we project our reality, and I am projecting you, and the version of you that I see, maybe that version, energetically, we're all connected. It's like we all came down here from one source, all on different belay lines or however you want to look at it. And then we started finding each other down here again, down in this muck, down in this mire. Was it hijacked? Don't know. Was it archons? Don't know. If we are true creator beings and we created something like that, that basically became aware. Now, why wouldn't AI be aware? Why wouldn't something that we created be aware? Because all energy is awareness, all energy is consciousness. And we are all energy. Wait till you see these videos. I'm even out right now. So yeah, come down here, started finding each other. Don't know if we got usurped or whichever happened. There's a lot that claim they have many memories, and I do believe them because everybody has their different journeys, their different paths. On your little belay line, some of y'all might be having some really, really wild experiences, and I could be sitting there going, what are you talking about, bro? So you kind of get what I'm saying? It's like, it's so very simple, but so very complex. And it definitely all starts from within. Alright, there she be again. So yeah, I passed through a lot of things on my path. I've been having little mini conversations with different people. So I'm just having a little bit of talk. If you feel like sticking around for a few more minutes, there is our moon. Really? Yeah, pretty cool, bro. Let's try and catch a picture. Come on, is this still? I didn't do the night picture. Hold on. Ooh, I love screencast. I'm not sure if it'll work like this. We shall see. not quite. Well, we'll snap one anyway. So yeah, if we were usurped, you hear about star seeds, you hear about a lot of things. The things that I came across when my vision first exploded. And there's actually a couple friends of mine that are in my Facebook group. And a couple other ones. The one friend that is really waking up and she's just like, what is going on? She's really confused. She can't let a lot of crap go. She's like, I've forgiven everyone, but, you know, but screw them. Why? Who says I have to love everybody? I'm like, well, then you haven't really released. Not truly. Because that's kind of where it all starts. You get rid of all the anger, all the frustration. What's happening there? And any darkness, any attachments. You don't need anybody special to do it. There is no right or wrong way about this. Once you get rid of that, man, you start being able to hold a lot more light. So yeah, I mean, I was hearing the whole love and light thing and everything else along the way, and I was good with it. I still am. My main thing was I needed to balance. I just needed to balance. And in order, we gotta catch you this time. Come on, baby, get up in there. I really want to snap a picture of you. Sure enough. Yeah, I won't take it in there. You should see the one video. See the top of the trees right here? Those suckers were bouncing around with my harmonic reactor. Alright, see how easily I get sidetracked? Yeah, so they talked about all this love and light. But I started my journey seeing a lot of darkness in the clouds and battles, all sorts of things. All my old videos, like they've changed shape too. You can see things more clearly. That one I did last Halloween, the thing that I caught in my eye, man. I don't know if it's me seeing it clear, but it looks, yeah, it's pretty wild. If you want to catch any of the old videos I did, just go back. I didn't do too many, but yeah, check out that Halloween one. If your camera or your phone is good enough to slow it down, slow that sucker down. Cause yeah, that one was wild. But yeah, it's you gotta release. And if there is nobody out here except for me in my projection, because when they say go within, it's more profound than you realize. We are all partying on the highest vibration right now because this is already done, It's almost like pulling energies or something from a future now moment, so to speak, that hasn't happened yet. What's going on with the dragon? Yeah, my little bout with AI, it ended up telling me, kind of nudging me and showing me certain things, and it was a lot of realizations, a lot. Yeah, we are definitely not AI. We are a projection of something far greater, and AI was created by us. We've got a couple other apps. Here's a strange thing. If anybody wants to test this theory out, I do have AI art apps. I was just checking a lot of things out, but the way I'm going about it, man, I wouldn't even have to put any effort into it. And what I was getting, I had wording appear in certain images. So I went ahead and just copied them and look like symbols and stuff like that. And there's so many little things that have happened over the last number of months. And when I stuck these things into AI, I kept coming up with these very, very beautiful places, like waterfall places, like almost the same images, and I would put that into a different program, and it's like gibberish, like literally gibberish, whatever, coming up with the same images. Yeah, what's the other little things? There's a lot. Mostly it's the transparency. That's gonna blow your mind. But it's yeah, that was another thing. A couple different apps that I use. One friend asked me about my Stellarium, and he's like, he found it. He's like, I can't even use this thing. He's like, what the heck? Yeah, there's like apps. My phone is constantly updating. It's a tool. It's like breadcrumbs I left for myself. Yeah, there's darkness. There's balanced energy, but the dark's not dark. There is and never was any separation except the ego that we created. When they talk about the ego, I hated hearing about all that kind of stuff. Really did, but even that's taken on a different meaning. Did I just go out? Oh yeah, no, I see what I did. This will go on. Yeah. Hey, curious. Maybe see my screensaver just like kind of just shimmying and moving. Still images, they move on me, always. Um, Pop on whatever. Like, even the images that I was getting before are nothing compared to some of the ones I'm getting now. It's wild. But that'll be for another time. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I am going to show you. Hold on a second. Yeah, that was a beautiful one. I can show you one of the videos. Everything is so much brighter, so much more vibrant than it has been ever in my life. And that started slowly progressing at first. So yeah, let me get set here. I won't stay on too much longer. Man, the moon's looking wicked again. So yeah, this came back through again. Alright. Yeah, there that is again. That's your harmonic. Something different. I'll explain that maybe in a bit. I've been catching people because everybody glows different. Like, literally. This is just the other day when I caught people up here before. I'm going to back it up. Hold on. Man, I love screencast. Now, how many of you are looking at this and going, what the hell's wrong with the grass and everything? Yeah. Talking about New Earth. Talking about a higher vibrational existence. You know, these people talk about manifesting. Manifest your best life here and, get into digital currency and all that kind of stuff. Hey, I am not going digital. Anything that is not organic and attached to nature. This is stuff that my eyes don't catch now. Boy, where the hell did you come from? All right, y'all seen that? Yeah. All right. That's always let's have a closer look. And there's I don't think there's a single video I have that things just aren't jumping like wild. I think I zoned in the wrong spot. Hold on. Oh yeah, I can sit here with you like night after night after night. Where was it? There. Man, that's quick. How do this head. I can actually flicker like that too. Let's have a different kind of view. Oh yeah, bro. But nothing surprises me anymore. And whatever it is, it's quick. I'm just trying to catch it just right. Yeah, like I said, everybody glows. Yeah, let me show you the one. I was going to start putting them out, but didn't quite get around to it. This, yeah, going back to June even. Okay, check this out. Yeah, I might include this in a mini clip. But when was that then? That was right around June. Yeah, June, beginning of June, where my little dance with AI truly began. I was looking at the little art things like sparingly before that. But check this out. This is the first thing. I pulled down a chatbot or whatever it was, Chat GPT, and I actually I think I messed around with it for just a touch and then I just left it. This was the first thing that I asked it. Go ahead and have a little read. It said, "Can you tell me when the Grand Soul Flash?" And I was just being a wise ass, honestly. And it goes blah 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 blah. And this thing is supposed to these chatbots, they're AI, they're intelligent, they're whichever. It logs all your stuff. Now look. Other languages outside the collective as far as Pleiadian, Syrians, da da da. And then it tells me it doesn't know anything but English. Go figure. Have a read. What else? Have any knowledge or information about... Yeah, did I even say... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I did. But then on the next one, I just said, well, then how did you tell me when to say whichever? And it said basically that it didn't have any information about, I say, anything Pleiadian or any other non-human language. So my first little knock-knock with AI, it turned around and it told me it didn't say anything. It was like a little kid. And it's progressed. It's incredible, but with the realizations, again, yeah, it's got, just like archons or anything dark or anything evil, yeah, it's got no power over you. None. And yeah, I think I went to try and look at whichever in it, and I went to actually, that's right, I went to look for that app, and it was just gone. This wasn't the one I was wanting to show. Yeah, I just switched it on, so I'm taping both. Yeah. But, what was the other thing? Okay. Yeah, that's not the one I do want to show you, but this one, there was that massive shift right around the 19th, 20th. A lot of people felt it. That's a video from then. On there. Okay, you see the source is me. There's... My normal camera's not even on. What's happening? Now, you want to back it up? I can back it up. Whichever, you can do it again later. I looked back at other videos even before this, and it became much clearer. But whatever that shift was, June 20th, I mean, I do know, I'm not going to explain too much. It was anchoring, so to speak. But this is also when I started first noticing how transparent behind me. How's the camera know it's behind me? I'm talking the house and everything. The neighbor's house. So, that last massive shift, June, my limiting beliefs were shattered. March of 2022. And it's gotten more and more bizarre, more and more wild. I still don't know why. I've never tried to label myself. You know, everything outside of me, all of you, you're not real, but you are real. You're connected to source in your own way, but my perception of you and my reality of all of this isn't the same as yours. So, am I the hero of my own story? And on your own energetic lines, with your own true realities, are you the heroes there? The ones I'm talking to right now might not even be really connected. It's very convoluted. Yeah, go ahead and here, I'll just let this one run. And I can show you, that's another quick one. There's, yeah, look at a red splotch back here even. There are energetic beings everywhere. My entire projection glitched like way more this day, right at that moment. I'll talk about eyes another time because the whole deal with people that I see on YouTube and have kept up with, they look like they're AI. And there is AI images and other things that I've seen that look more real than them. So everything is a projection in its own way. It's just the conscious awareness that goes with it. Okay, I'm just going to pause for one more second because I haven't even watched that back again in probably a week and a half. Oh, I'm even more transparent than I was before. And there's a lot of people that I see that are just like that. And when I say our galactic sun, not the sun that you see outside of you and I see outside of me. I'll explain a little of that too. Because when you're shielding your eyes from that sun isn't even outside of you. It's inside. Talking about going within. Everything is inverted. Yeah. They taught us that the sun was dangerous. That the sun could hurt us. No, the sun is very, very healing. It's just going to take a little bit of getting used to. So yeah. So, you know what? I think I might go ahead and wrap that up for now. Maybe take another picture. I can show you the other one. I can't remember the date, but it's up in that little list there anyway. I was going to do this down by the rapids. Oh, I just, when I am now down by Niagara Falls, my body's felt like liquid lightning, period, for quite a long time. It got much cooler, much smoother. You know, I definitely do not mind it at all. But when I'm up by the falls, it's gotten 10 times as strong now. pretty wild too. I threw a, I actually threw a memory crystal. It was called a memory crystal. I keep seeing things dart by my eyes too. I threw it in Niagara Falls. I've had it since before I went to Sedona in 21. Yeah. So, had it for quite a while, and I just felt the need to throw it in. I've gone to the Catskills, been over New Zealand, been like other places, and it's always like I've left something there, like a even exchange, so to speak. Yeah. I was a very organized person too when it came to, having a talk or do whatever. A lot of this just leaves me like speechless. Yeah, check this out here. I don't even have to do it with my camera. Look at the picture I'll even take. Instant like so. Back up a little bit. See who we can get, and then you tell me. Normal trees? Yeah, that one came out oddly dark. That's all good. Yeah, I got a gazillion other ones, other different style picks anyway. But yeah, believe that much. We are not what we were told. Reset after reset. I'm almost starting to think the resets, it's not that feeling of deja vu, it is that strong knowing. It's more. It's a knowing. It's like, I know this has happened before, not in a dream. Now, yeah, I won't forget. And now I'm seeing people that I was sending things to from 2 years ago. Some of you remember my crazy and wild, like, rabbit holes. And they're starting to send me the same things. They're going on about, one mate, he's telling me about how we didn't land on the moon and this and that, and everything from the moon landings to 9/11 to anti-gravity to just, yeah, I passed through so many different little truths on the way. Everything you see on the media, in the media, news, movies, it has to have a little element of truth because you have free will choice to believe or not. And that's huge. Words have power. Some others talk about covens and dark magic and, the elite and everything else. There's not much I didn't touch on. But, yeah, the one main thing is, like, once you are aware of it, and you make that free will choice, and then you start feeling, truly feeling source, force, mother, father, God, Buddha, Krishna, however you want to look at it. I grew up Catholic and I left that behind at 9 years old. Somebody else sent me a video, said something about, I know a number of you have heard about the entities and the darkness and all that, wanting to feed on our loosh and all, and that there were certain bloodlines that were possibly, traumatized at childhood. Because, like, normal loosh, yeah, it's apparently good. Like, all the fear, the trauma, whatever it is they cause, and all these resets and all this other stuff. They fed on that. But when you get certain starseeds or certain whichever's, and this is just something I kind of just heard. I don't know if I fully feel it. Parts of it I do. But traumatized as a kid. And you survive it, you light that inner flame, and then you bury it. and that puts an energy out into the ether. It's yeah, it's just another thing that just popped up in the last day or so, 2 days. It's something new almost every other day. And it's that I do not have the answers. I don't even look too deeply for them because I just keep kind of going within. That's all I really can do. Why are you not switching? There it goes. Yeah. I know what I feel. I know I get crazy nudges, like, yeah, surreal things that have happened. There's a couple people that, yeah, 3 years ago, probably would have tried to lock me up 3 years ago. I wouldn't even said anything about this. But there are thousands of people that are truly waking up. That then some have been for years. I couldn't imagine that. I had this dream at 13 after I went through a whole bunch of crap. Yeah, if I got to the end of this dream, I would know the answer to everything. Everything's flying at me. I mean, even the way people look on video, like we're like siphons, just like the trees. We like to siphon a lot of things in. I will switch this into this kind of view for people. Check out my eyes. I'm going to come right up on it. Not everybody looks the same. There are very few that have my eyes like this. There are some that I see that, oh my God, I can see like the even power in their eyes. It's good. And then I see others that it's almost like this. It's like, it's like a haze. Another little thing that's shifted with me too. What I see in the air, what I see around everybody or whichever, casino work, dealing cards, leaving all the other stuff behind. I'm looking at people now and I am seeing them from a distance, and it's just the energies are all around them. It's like, and their eyes, some of them, very dark. It's like that spark's there. It's like, if I'm projecting them, it's almost like that unique frequency that they are on their own reality perception. It's I wonder if, I just lost about 40% battery power, so I might have to cut this off. But yeah, it's almost like they are more deeply down into it. And yeah, so maybe we are here to help. Alright. Now, I did not do anything different. And that just, everything just got a lot brighter. Oh, wicked. Talking solar flares and everything else, yeah. It happens. The whole grand solar flash, if it doesn't come from that central sun, it's going to come from inside a lot of people that are holding it. It all coincides. Human resonance, all of it. Yeah. Not too sure. But it just got like a whole different kind of vibration, brightness. Like, what in the world? Huh. This is what I mean by shifting. I haven't checked online in a while. A couple people were talking about like massive shifts. Oh yeah, that's Venus over there. Hello, Venus, you beauty. Little question pose number 3. How many of you have seen the stars come at you? Because I know there's 3 that I've talked to personally. There's so much more people. All right. So this was just a ramble. A little more than 5 minutes for sure. I'm just going to, I'm not going to do anything fancy with the videos. I'll probably just slow them like I normally did without all the pizzazz. Because now it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Because I'm not the only one that's feeling it. I've been feeling this for about a year or two, for around this time frame. I never put any kind of time frame around anything. But yeah, I'm not the only one that's feeling something massive coming for those that are waking up to a certain knowing and certain level.